Okay, let me start stream. Let me start my 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 stream. Come on, let me start. Let me start my stream. Let me start it. Sorry, guys. I had to. All right. Let me get this thing started. Okay. Let me get this. Let me get to this thing. All right. Let me start the stream. Okay. Let me start this. Let me start this. Getting a lot. Yeah. Hits. I'm trying to get this thing done. So okay. I got it now. Yeah. All right. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this. Okay. I got the mic attached to it. Let's go. Let's go do this whole thing. Oh, okay. I got this now. What up, YouTube? What up, YouTube? This your boy Goku Mental. This your boy Goku Mental Monk. Um, I know it's been a minute. It's been some months. It's been a good minute since I started streaming. But this is like an impromptu stream. It's most like a two-parter. But let me how can I say this? And stream was kind of weird. Um, what the stream technically why I decided to do this stream today is because I took a break from YouTube because I was getting burned down a little bit. And you don't have that much content. And I was getting burned out. I took a break and I wanted to live my life. I got a lot going on in my life. And so what ended up happening was what inspired me to make this stream is lately I've been getting a lot of positive comments, people commenting on my old videos, my old streams and stuff and everything else. But you know, the thing about, life or, the thing about when you take the red pill, you finally get to realize like, you get to live your life and it's your life, you live it. But so, let me get into this whole situation of how this stream started and why this stream, I know I kind of was all over the place, but I had to get, I had to sort through this. So let me get started. So the title of the stream is called "The Best Decision I Ever Made," and now I'm gonna get to the reason how I got to this stream, and then we'll just the title of this video slash stream, whatever you want to call it. So let me explain this. I have the email from this guy named D Hilla. Shout out to you, man. I don't know if you're watching this. I'm pretty sure you're watching this now, but let me see. A guy named D Hilla, he wrote me this email August the 16th. He says, Yo Goku, just saying your vids are dope, man, and wondered, are you still in MGTOW? You still feel the same way, the exact same way that celibacy is the only way in monk mode. Glad you replied, cause I will watch you again now and I relate to you. How you see your friend say stuff about your decision to be monk mode. I fully agree with you, man, and you are doing the right thing. Need more content. And what prompted this stream is I've been wanting to come back, but I wanted to come back better than ever, which is why I get to the break. I've been trying to figure out. I've been working on some topics and some themes, and I'm gonna try to start focusing on like celibacy things. So if you guys into celibacy, for those guys in monk mode out there, but if you're not monk mode and you want to enter monk mode, it's not hard, it's not impossible, but and the email just read to address it. So now let's get into the title of the stream called "The Best Decision I Ever Made." In 2017, I found out in 2017 I made a decision to go full monk. Now I will say this for me, it was a one situation where I was You know what I'm saying? I had sex with a chick. Pieces of the condom fell off. And that Monday, that very same Monday, I went to the clinic. It came out negative. And and everything and they're supposed to be. And after that, almost, I was almost pregnancy scared. Thank God nothing happened. And that, and after 2017, after that run incident, I fully decided to go full monk mode. Now I'm telling you the reason why that incident I just talked about play into the stream in the email I just read, the Hillshire TV. So this video is for the guys out there that's no fap, you fap, no fap, you watch porn, don't watch porn. So the guys is full monk mode, and it's for just guys in general that that want to go full monk mode. And so, okay, so let me just address the title. Now to get to the crux of the stream. The title of the stream, title of this video slash stream, whatever you want to call it, is called "The Best Decision I Ever Made." Now, I tell you how I was coming up with titles, and it's a two-parter. So I'm gonna try to not leave everything in this stream. I'm gonna try to do a two-part of this. I might do it today, might do it tomorrow. I'm not sure. I gotta go to the gym sometime tomorrow. So what ended up happening is I wrote this. I decided to wrote this down last night because I said, you know what? Let me do a stream about it. So let's get into the crust. Into the crust of the stream. Okay, so the title of the stream called "The Best Decision I Ever Made," and the reason why I'm making this stream is because I know there's a lot of guys out there who are entering MGTOW. They're coming into MGTOW, and they're coming into MGTOW, and a lot of these guys are coming into a world where things are changing. And MGTOW have evolved. And to think about the beauty of MGTOW when you fully embrace the red pill and you seek the truth. As I always say, what usually ends up happening is you get it and you go through the red pill rage. But once you get past the red pill rage, you start realizing the fact that the beauty of MGTOW is a good thing. And one of those things about MGTOW that I kind of love, which is why I embrace this philosophy in the more as monk mode, which is why I'm gonna name Goku MGTOW mode, original filter. Shout out to MGTOW Universe, shout out to you, man. Um, this brother from another mother. But for me, the reason why I went full monk mode because that incident, and to me, I had a couple of friends. I talked about the last stream I had about my male friends. I had to let go because they disagreed with my decision to be celibate. And the thing about being celibate is not easy because what I'm saying, we have so much stuff out there to entice a man to want to go out there and it's like to live in a world full of sin. So much going on right now, and being a man so many times where it's hard because sex is everywhere. I mean, it's in porn, it's in TV shows. It's very to for a man to say, mentally check out, for a man mentally to, keep those demons in check, to keep those sins in check, to keep that emotions in check. But man, to do that is then impossible. But it's not impossible. And I hear men all the time, guys on the train when I'm, around the train the bus from time to time, guys talking about how much ass they get. And me, the reason why I'm 31, so I'm turning 32 this year, and the older I get, the more wiser I become. And I think one of the beautiful things about MGTOW, especially when you embrace monk mode, for those not monk mode, yes, and I'm not one of them guys who would judge guys who do not monk mode, whatever. I mean, you just talk on your own way for a reason. Everybody has a different version of what they're going to do. What up, me bags? Um, for me, it was always a perspective. And when you decide to go monk mode, you gotta understand, man. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in this world, bro. Like it's a challenge. And every day, you wake up every day, you see women wearing certain type of pants, and or you just people, you got friends, family, society telling you have it, have it, have it, have it. And looking back on it now, I wish I would have kept it. I lost my virginity when I was 27 years old. And looking back on it now, I wish I would have kept it. I thought, when I was talking about this and what really gave the motivation behind the stream was the email I just read. For those, if you weren't here for the beginning of the stream, I was kind of all over the place. And one of the things about that email he just said about celibacy is the way. And I will someone 100% agree with what he said. I think that celibacy is a beautiful thing. I think sometimes it's hard for most men to admit the fact that when you go celibate, when you brace full monk mode, it's a beautiful thing. And that's one thing about MGTOW that I love is that we take these philosophies like Buddhism. For those that isn't into Buddhism, I'm heavy into Buddhism. That's my thing. I want to live in a monastery one day when I'm 55 years old. So I can actually be free and die down a monastery with the monks and stuff. So for me, that's one of my biggest legit things I would want to be. But for me, what's the beauty of going monk mode, and this is why it's called the decision ever made, is that once you go full monk mode, man, you start realizing like, yo, the beauty of it all makes sense. And a lot sometimes it's clarity. And I'm give you some pros. I'm gonna give you a lot of time. I'm gonna tell you the ups about celibacy. Your mind is clear. It's not cluttered with junk. And for those guys, when I'm not doing the stream or not going to a gym, I tend to write. I create a lot of characters. I'm heavy in sci-fi, comic books, Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon. I'm into like, animated stuff, comic books. That's my shit. Batman's my favorite superhero. And one thing when I'm creating, I need my mind clear. And sometimes when you living in a world where everything is advertised towards you, you know, everything is so different. Everything is, everything, you know, so different. And when you constantly got your mind cluttered with junk, it's kind of like you know, you know, when you got your mind cluttered with junk, what ends up usually end up happening is the fact that you can't focus. And sometimes as men, we spend so much time trying to prove a point about we're men and we gotta do this, we gotta do that. And sometimes when society is constantly pressuring you, telling you gotta have sex and you gotta have this, gotta have that, and technically you can live without sex. I hear men every day, you know, when I'm walking by in the grocery store talking about they can't live without sex or everything to me. And when I hear that, I think is a man lacking control. And the thing about going full monk mode is when you decide to go full monk mode with this, when you fully decide to go full monk mode, and when you fully decide to go monk mode, you gotta understand the hardest part about going full monk mode, man, is you gotta understand, allow yourself to develop and grow. And one of the hardest parts about doing that is peer pressure. You got family, you got friends, you got society telling you go out there, have it. It's fun. See, but what they don't tell you is when you in that clinic and a piece of the condom falls off, and the chick telling she missed a period or whatever, and it's all fun. When you in that clinic and you watching that bootleg movie, with the guy catching the package and the chick popping up pregnant, and then it's like, okay, cool, and you watching this stuff and you look at it, and I tell you what, one of the best reasons why I went monk mode. It was the time I was telling the story was in the clinic. I'm in the back room waiting on the results to come back, whether see it was positive or negative. Luckily, it was a negative. Thank God. And there was a guy fresh out of jail. I think he had spent like 8 years, 7 to 8 years. I forgot how many years it was in prison. He got out, and I never sort of forget this, and this kind of made me kind of question and why look at sex from a different angle, which is why I went full monk mode in 2017. He told me, he was talking about, yeah, man, I have like banged 10 different bitches. Like I've banged 10 women in one day. And the guy was like, I gotta have it. He's like, obviously he said obviously I use protection. But I'm looking at this, I'm hearing this. Now, if I was a blue pill guy, and if I wasn't red pill enough and I wouldn't wear awareness about the self situation, I probably would just be embracing that. I would like, oh man, you the man. But I'm looking at that and says, man, I don't want to be that dude. And when I went full MGTOW monk, when I decided to go full monk in 2017, so this is what 2019, 2020, so in general, 2018, 2019. So this is what it's gonna be 3 is after this year gonna be it's gonna after this year is gonna be 3 years I've been monk mode. And for me, it was always about that. It was always about allowing myself to grow as a person. And once you become a full monk and you start embracing that, you grow as a person, not just spiritually, mentally, physically. Like I'm in the gym trying to lose weight. And, obviously it's a goal of mine. I want to be like 140, 150. I want to be in good shape. So for me, I need my mind clear. I don't need my mind cluttered with junk. And sometimes even when you watch porn, it can be a little, it can be a little enticing. It can be a little dangerous. So for me, it was always one of those things where, you know, you know, it was always one of those decisions where I feel like it's the best decision I ever made. And a lot of times, I want you guys to realize, man, when you make the decision to go monk, I'm not gonna tell you to go monk because I mean it's MGTOW, so everybody has a different perspective of what it is to go their own way. But when you fully go monk mode, man, it changes everything. I mean, to me, it changes so much because what ends up happening is you grow as a person. And ever since I have went monk mode, my mind has been cleared. You know, my mind has been not only cleared, but my mind is stable. I've been watching a lot of Dragon Ball Z. I've been getting it back into DBZ again because I'm a DBZ head. Which is why I call myself Goku MGTOW, because Goku's always training to get better, which is a metaphor for what he is, and the monk is always being disciplined enough to do it. And obviously MGTOW because of red pill. So for me, I don't want to make the stream too short, but this is part one to this is the part one. This is the part one to part to this title of this stream called The Best Decision I Ever Made. It's your boy Goku MGTOW Monk. I'm ultra interested out of this bitch. Peace.